GPS monitoring bracelet. And travelers with passports that are nearly full, they want to order additional pages now. The State Department says, said today rather, that is discontinuing the 24-page inserts at the end of the year. The additional pages are stitched into the passports of travelers who run out of space for entry visa stamps. Instead, Americans will have the option of buying passports with 52 pages.
New York's finest cracking down on crime across the coast. How a pair of NYPD detectives stopped an attack on one of Hollywood's most famous streets. Also, turkey prices are taking a trot just 1 week before Thanksgiving. As you save some money before setting the table and stepping up to the plate so plates can be filled. The Yankees team up for some Thanksgiving goodwill.
And see some umbrellas and a couple of books with shorts on Columbus Avenue this evening with temperatures in the 60s. Not a pleasant ride. All the George Washington bridges has just been slowing down over the past couple hours because there's our heavy rainfall right now. It's from Franklin to Old Bridge, and it's due in New York City probably in the next 15 to 20 minutes. Your 7-day AccuWeather forecast, the latest on the rain timing and totals. It's next on Eyewitness News at 5.
This action is sponsored by Rainwater Franklin. For the closest location, please visit rainwaterfranklin.com. Flyers catching in LA is a spark to set the moon ablaze. So you find that the odds are in your favor as you fuel to the choir. See the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 November 20th. Get fired up with 0% APR for 75 months on select 2015 Dodge Chargers. On now. Well-qualified lessees of competitive vehicles get a low mileage lease on the 2015 Durango SXT with all-wheel drive for $279 a month. This is more than a cup of coffee. This is more than begin with lots of ice. As Tommy will meet you on Sunday, you'll find yourself taking the selected coffee shops have a wide range of demand. Luigi Alonso, must be almost as small as a nice life. There's always more to taste.
That's my daughter. At least I think it is. She hasn't looked up from that phone in 2 years. That's my son. If I want to see his face, I Skype him. Do you know what she did last month? She racked up $70 in data overages. Does your son do that? He used to, but then we switched to freewheel. He still gets all of his apps and whatnot. He just does it all over Wi-Fi. Over Wi-Fi? Yep. And all costs is $9.95 a month. So what happens if you call and he's not connected to Wi-Fi, or if there's an emergency? Well, he can still call 911. And if I call, I just leave a message, like normal.
Freewheel. Get the new device that's making cellular look old. Take the 30-day Freewheel challenge. If you don't think Wi-Fi is better and faster than cellular, we'll give you your money back. Watch.
Hi, honey. It's Mom. Standing right behind you.
Unlimited data, talk, and text on any Wi-Fi, including over 1 million optimum Wi-Fi hotspots.
What do you think the gladiator who has everything? I know what you want. Only the most healthy, cold, shots, Scandal tonight on ABC.
Also, here's my first on a sizzling new Broadway season. Join me, Michelle Charleston, and Star Stage's Scream to Space for an up-close look at Golden Town, Star Power, the physical work it takes to put on a big shot.
Broadway Backstage, Saturday, December 3rd on ABC7, sponsored by Speed Rock and Toyota. Hey, Connecticut, look who's spinning the wheel.
Hi, I'm Renee from Richfield, Connecticut. Watch me play Wheel of Fortune on ABC7.
Tonight at 7:30 only on ABC7. Take 5 winning numbers tonight on ABC7 NY.
Airport workers are taking a stand just days before one of the busiest traveling weeks of the year. Plane cleaners, baggage handlers, and other workers are on strike at Newark, LaGuardia, and Kennedy airports as part of a nationwide protest at the country's biggest air travel hubs. The workers are calling for a $15 an hour minimum wage and safer working conditions. Organizers say they will return to work later tonight.
But attempted murder subdued in the middle of Hollywood Boulevard, all thanks to a couple of New York City police officers. The LAPD says a Russian tourist was shopping with his family yesterday when he was stabbed by a man that they believed was homeless. NYPD detectives Alberto Ramos and Daniel Mulligan were eating nearby when they saw what happened, and they jumped in to help.
And certainly saved that tourist from much worse harm, possibly even from death. So
Another life-saving action by the NYPD, in this case, on the other side of the country.
Neither officer was injured. The victim is currently in stable condition, and the suspect is charged with attempted murder.
Turkey prices are falling right before the Thanksgiving holiday. The National Turkey Federation says a new USDA survey found frozen turkey hens are about 90 cents per pound. That's down 18 cents since last week. Last year, they were about 91 cents per pound. The National Turkey Federation says store discounts could reduce your cost to 49 cents a pound.
Wow. The Yankees are in the holiday spirit. They're giving back to the community. The team hosted its annual Thanksgiving food voucher giveaway today in the Bronx, and people lined up outside Yankee Stadium in order to get their hands on those vouchers that help with the Thanksgiving meals. We're told the team handed out 2,500 of them. Wow. It costs, yeah.
Coming up, Rock of Ages, we're going to show you the biggest diamond discovered this century. It's really big. Yeah.
Also, reunion 40 years in the making. Good Morning America celebrates a major milestone, and you're going to see lots of familiar eyewitness news faces on the crowd there. Plus this.
From the classrooms here in New Rochelle to schools in Paris, how students are showing their support for kids overseas. I'm Kimberly Richardson with that story coming up.
Next to 6 o'clock, Wolfgang found out that murdered. Eyewitness News is at the scene of the mysterious killing on Long Island. We'll also see even brings back two Thanksgiving trees in Ellis Island.
The first Thanksgiving as U.S. citizens.
Next at 6 on Eyewitness News.
Opportunity has no slow season, no off days, or downtime. Opportunity is everything you make of it. This winter, take advantage of our season's best offers on the latest generation of Cadillacs. Current GLSEs can get this low mileage lease on its 2016 ATS from around $269 per month. Visit CadillacDriveSleeves.com to locate your near you. This season, Flemington Fur is celebrating the grand opening of its Huntington Long Island store with savings of up to 50% now during this spectacular holiday event. Every beautiful fur, leather, and shearling from the world's greatest selection is yours to own and up to 50% off our original prices. Visit Flemington Furs in Flemington, New Jersey, and now in Huntington, Long Island, and find out what fabulous feels like.
Disneyland celebrates 100 years of magic presented by Sonic Olympians. Disney stars.
Tickets start at $15. Now playing at Prudential Center. Great seats are still available. Get your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com.
Are you happy with your bathroom? I wasn't. But for years, I didn't do anything about it. I thought I didn't have the money until I learned about Bathfitter. Bathfitter puts a new bathtub right over your old one. Isn't that amazing? Bathfitter will measure and make you a new custom bathtub that they install right over your existing one with beautiful matching walls. That means you don't have to rip out your old tub, so there's no demolition or ridiculous costs. And they do it all in just one day. That's my favorite part. Plus, you get to choose everything. Here's a before and after photo. This is a gorgeous acrylic tub that fit right over the old one. And only Bathfitter has seamless walls, which guarantee a watertight fit. When you change your tub, you change your bathroom. That can change your life. I know, because I did.
Save 50% on all acrylic accessories. This is a special limited time TV offer, so call now at 866-601-BATH.
We're going to take it.
Thank you. So, can the test drive be over now? Can we head back to the dealership? Explain your signature. Sign the driver package. 0 fuel sign, 0 down, 0 deposit, and 0 first month's payment on a new T1 and other select Volkswagen models. Eyewitness News is everywhere. And now we're on the Apple Watch. Instant breaking news alerts and top headlines right here. Just search 867 NY and download now.
A major milestone for all of us here at ABC. Good Morning America celebrating its 40th anniversary. But to return some very familiar faces. The show's original host, David Hartman, and Nancy Dussault helped kick things off. Charlie Gibson led a toast as anchors past and present reunited this morning in the studio. They shared video of some of their memorable moments from the past 4 decades, and of course, it was a chance for all of us to reflect.
It's the best seat from which to view the world, to actually view where history is being made, and tell the rest of the world about it.
Joe, you look amazing. Yeah. Some of the former GMA hosts are also part of the Eyewitness News family.
Who's that? The Taylor!
So many have come from here, gone there, it's a list now. It's all together.
It's over 40 years.
The show has such a great history. I remember watching it growing up. It's a powerful show.
Yeah, it really is. Well, that rain is soon coming down.
And just keep going down. It's Thursday, the next Thursday, right?
Yes, you're right. Let's get it out of the way.
Okay, so let's have it going now. We're heading into the morning. Rain's going to get us standard, especially over parts of New Jersey and Florida. So umbrellas are out. Traffic is definitely slow. At least it's mild. 61 degrees, raining out there at southeasterly wind, about 22 to 31 miles an hour. So a planner for New York City going through the evening hours, showing the rain through the first part of the night. And I like this timing, how it's showing. We've dried out in New York City by 2 a.m. and maybe even earlier than that. Certainly dry by morning as we see temperatures around 50 degrees. But let's look at a planner for Port Jefferson, Long Island, where it's raining maybe even until 5 a.m. and then drying out after that. So much different. Then you go to Minden, New Jersey, and it should be drying out after midnight as well. I actually think it's even earlier than this particular computer model is showing. And noticeably cooler as well as we drop into the 40s west of New York City by morning. It's going to be a lot of sunshine tomorrow. This will not impact tomorrow morning's commute unless you're over eastern Suffolk County. Otherwise, we wake up to at least probably the mostly sunny skies. It is a breezy day and cooler, but it's in the mid-50s, and it's actually a very pretty day. So I chose this particular computer model to highlight what I think is a little faster timing on this evening. The heaviest rain is really coming over the next few hours. Notice how it's highlighting very heavy rain in the Hudson Valley, Connecticut, into Nassau County, down the shore, 5 boroughs as well. But look what happens. I mean, after 9:30 or 10 o'clock, the heaviest rain starting to push east of New York City. Still going to be raining across the 5 boroughs, but the heaviest to the east. A couple of pockets of moderate rain over New Jersey. And certainly as we go after midnight, we're seeing the heaviest rain east of New York City. But because the front is actually slowing down, it's not a faster timing for eastern Long Island. You're going to still get some waves of heavy rain, maybe to 4 or 5 in the morning, and then it will move away. It will quickly clear out. By daybreak, it's a much different story as the clouds have broken up. An inch of rain is possible. There might be some heavier amounts over Connecticut and Long Island as well. That Montauk may be underdone if we see those waves of rain continue until 5 in the morning. 7-day AccuWeather forecast. 56 breezy and brighter tomorrow. It's a mix of sun and clouds on Saturday. Now here's the only problem with the weekend. On Sunday morning, there may be an area of rain or showers early on. This should leave the scene and give way to sunshine in the afternoon. 50 feels like 40s because of the wind. Then on Monday, and if clouds giving way to sun, back to cold this thing at 46. We do have the winter storm that's over the Atlantic. I think we're safely away from it on its western side, but just have to watch the coast on Monday. No matter what, it's a nice normal day on Tuesday, and look at the big holiday travel in winds at 52 mostly sunny, and look at the Thanksgiving. The early call, mix of sun and clouds, 54, no wind issues for the flow sheet. How about that?
Thank you. Well, now to students showing their support for the people of Paris. They are children born after 9/11,
but they clearly understand the horror that happened. On the other side of the ocean, officers report killing registered with war.
Pay for petty, pay for the one. Peace for parents and peace for the world.
One of many heartfelt messages from kids who are just 12 and 13.
Je vous aime, les victimes.
Yet so wise beyond their years.
I think it's important to talk about hatred and how we can stop it, and I think it's important to talk about peace as well, and how we can keep it going in life.
It's a discussion playing out on what students here at Isaac Hume call the peace wall.
Vous avez entendu du appartement avec ces terroristes?
Right after the terrorist attacks in Paris, it was crystal clear, even more so here in French class, that these middle schoolers were confused, worried about kids their own age in France.
Although it happened a world away, it really did resound for them here. They just ran for it. They took it for granted.
With the idea of using artwork to express themselves, Elizabeth tells me this piece was particularly moving.
It did harken back to the messages that when I was in middle school, I saw after 9/11. So just that generational connection, and it that one hit hard, the first completed poster.
In about 2 weeks, the school will send this artwork to 2 middle schools in Paris. It's one thing to see all the posts of support on social media, but getting an actual piece of paper, that's something special.
Then she got each one of these so they can feel like we're here for them. We're going to help them, protect them.
In New Rochelle, Kimberly Richardson,
Paris, Paris, I love you.
Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
So nice. Well, we're getting our first look at a super sparkler. This is now the world's second biggest diamond. It was found in a South African mine, and this jewel is more than 1,100 carats. Could you wear that on your finger? Definitely. The company that owns the mine says it uncovered 2 other huge diamonds. One was 374 carats, the other 813 carats.
Slamming the brakes on a gun trafficking operation on Long Island.
Coming up on Eyewitness News, arrest made, scores of weapons seized, how some of the guns were disguised. On Liz show coming up at 6, a murder mystery on Long Island. A woman bound and gagged in her own bed in an upscale community will have the latest on the investigation. And presidential candidate Hillary Clinton unveils her strategy to fight ISIS, what she's willing to do and what she is not willing to do. It's all coming up next at 6.
Make good mornings better. The minute you wake up, turn to your favorite morning news team.
You this morning.
Wolfgang, wake up and smile with Channel 7 Eyewitness News this morning.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to get a good low-cost health plan. Choose yours today. You might even get help paying for it. Go to nystateofhealth.ny.gov or call 1-855-355-5777 to find out more.
There are certain kinds of roads built for certain kinds of cars. Sweeping you up in a moment of pure driving enjoyment. Just don't get too carried away.
ABC7 and Borgata Hotel Casino and Spa have a clue for you. In this musical, Sky Masterson sings Love Be a Lady while rolling dice. Stay tuned for the correct response. Welcome to the East Coast Premier Resort Casino, where you can unwind all day and play all night. Where good taste is rewarded with endless options. When the volume turns up after those condos down, Borgata, the show that we never missed. The correct response, what is Guys and Dolls? Watch Jeopardy weeknights at 7 on ABC7.
You know how many hotspots optimal online customers can access in the tri-state area? Over 1 million. You know how many Verizon has? 402. 402 hotspots to serve 32 million people? That means you've got a better chance of finding me than finding yourself in a Verizon Wi-Fi hotspot. You're kidding.
Let's get in more.
Boneless, skinless chicken breast, $1.99 a pound, and paleo mozzarella, $1.99 with your card.
Today I saved over $27 and it deserves a happy dance.
Try comparing other supermarkets, and you'll see no one saves you more as a shopper.
Stay with ABC7 at 7 with Jeopardy and Real. At 8, it's TGIT with Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, and How to Get Away with Murder. Followed by New York's #1 news, Channel 7 Eyewitness News at 11. And it's all right here, only on ABC7.
Finally, as far as Suffolk County is taking aim at weapons trafficking. Authorities have just announced a big bust taking more than 50 handguns and ammunition off the streets. But it's not just the normal weapons they confiscated that are raising eyebrows. Eyewitness News reporter Rob Nelson has the story.
You insert it in the flare gun, you close it, and it becomes a weapon.
A flare gun that can be converted into a handgun. A box of cigarettes is actually a stun gun.
These are just some of the many weapons Suffolk County officials put on display today as they announced the arrest of 2 men in separate gun trafficking investigations.
But we're doing our best to remove these guns from the streets. However, when you hear that we've had in one precinct alone, in 10 or 11 months, 91 incidents of crimes being committed with weapons, I mean, that's pretty disturbing.
Overall, more than 50 guns were seized, thousands of rounds of ammo, rifles, swords, even stilettos and switchblades. North Carolina resident Terry Bird, who used to live on Long Island, and Frederick Miller of Lake Grove are now both facing dozens of charges, including the criminal possession and criminal sale of firearms. Miller, who authorities say has mental problems, was getting the weapons in pieces through online chat rooms, assembling them and then selling the guns for cash. Bird, meanwhile, was buying the guns in North Carolina and came to Suffolk to try and sell them.
The economics are terrific. You can buy a gun down here and probably sell it for 5 times what it is up here for the price of some tolls and a tank of gas.
Officials do not believe that any kind of plot was in motion here. Still, the possibilities laid bare today are frightening.
These are all destined to be crime guns, and we're happy the fact that they won't get to that goal.
Both Bird and Miller, of course, have now been arrested and charged, and both men will be back in court early next week to face arraignment. Reporting from Suffolk County, Rob Nelson, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
And still ahead, a celebration of immigrants at a time when many Americans are trying to restrict people who are seeking refuge here.
Eyewitness News at 6 starts right now.
This is New York's #1 news. Channel 7 Eyewitness News. With Joe Winter and Liz Joe. Rob Powers with sports. And Legal Bird for the exclusive AccuWeather forecast. Now, Eyewitness News at 6.
Now at 6, a murder mystery. A woman's body found bound and gagged in her bedroom on Long Island. And now the search is on for her killer. And as police in Paris confirmed that the mastermind of the attacks was killed in a ring, presidential candidate Hillary Clinton reveals her strategy to try to fight ISIS. So exactly how far is she willing to go? Good evening to you at 6 o'clock. I'm Liz Chow.
And I'll go over more of those stories in a moment, but we'll begin with the weather. Rain moving in for many of us. Heavy rain.
Yeah, wet and dreary evening outside right now, but the heaviest rain is coming later on tonight.
Here, I'll just lead over outside our studio from the Upper West Side, tracking all down to the road. Bill, Liz, storm has changed a lot since sunset. Rain now coming down steadily, and the heaviest rain is actually knocking on the door of New York City. Not the easiest walk. Watch out, the leaves are still on the sidewalk and on the roadways. Take it nice and slow because our temperatures are in the 60s, but the winds are gusting. Look at the George Washington Bridge, which is just slowed to a crawl over the last couple of hours because of some of the steady rain. 61, I've actually seen some people walk by with shorts here. It's so mild. Southeasterly wind about 28 miles an hour. Rainfall amounts approaching 2/10 in New York City, almost 4/10 in Somerville. These rain gauges will get filled up in a hurry as we go through the evening hours. See some of the heavy rain over Raritan Bay, getting into Staten Island and over into Brooklyn. It's right over to Verrazano right now, so steady rain getting into the 5 boroughs. For sure, the steadiest rain and the heaviest rain is over in New Jersey right now, but that is moving across northern New Jersey, I-78, I-80 into New York City. And you can see the back edge here, but this will still get stronger and fill in over the next few hours. But it is moving right along. That's one thing we've noticed during Eyewitness News tonight is I think the ending time is going to be a little earlier than our computer models are suggesting. This particular computer model is a little faster with it, and I like its timing. Look at the heavy rain through 8:15 across the Hudson Valley in New York City, already getting lighter in New Jersey at that point, not the Jersey Shore. And then after 10 o'clock, the heaviest is over Connecticut and Long Island, and we start to see some big-time improvement after midnight. There's still a pocket of heavy rain that could be on the east end in the wee hours of the morning, but by the time sunrise hits, we're looking at clearing skies and drier conditions. So the rain intensity ramping up now. Just be careful if you're traveling over the next 4 to 6 hours. Windswept rain until 10 o'clock, maybe it's only until 9 or 9:30 for parts of New Jersey. Inch of rain in spots, that means ponding on area roadways and gusty winds, and clearing first get colder by dawn. We have the latest on this rain timing and the 7-day AccuWeather forecast, an early look at Thanksgiving, and of course the travel leading up to it. That's an AccuWeather coming up in a few minutes. Bill, Liz, back to you for now.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes, Lee. By the way, you can keep track of what Lee does between newscasts. He puts all of his forecasts on our free AccuWeather Track Weather Alert app.
We're going to turn now to the search for a killer on Long Island. The victim was discovered by her dad, bound and gagged in her bedroom in Merrick, in Nassau County. Investigators say she may have known her killer. News reporter Stefan Stefan Kim is at police headquarters tonight in Mineola with the very latest. Stefan.
Well, Liz, police right now are not saying a whole lot when it comes to this investigation. What they are saying, though, there were no signs of forced entry at Suzanne Goldfar's home, and they say this does not appear to be a random attack.
We're going to explore every possibility that this person responsible may have been granted entry into the house, that he may have access, possibly a key, and that possibly this person is known to our victim.
With no signs of forced entry, investigators say it's unlikely this was a random attack. 48-year-old Suzanne Goldfar found dead in her Smith Street home around 6:30 Wednesday evening. Investigators say the married woman was found and found lying in her bed in her bedroom upstairs. A medical examiner determined the cause of death as asphyxiation. Police not saying much else, though, like whether anything was found around her neck. The gruesome discovery made by her father.
No history of calls at the house, no current burglary or robbery problem in that area of Merrick.
Police say Goldfarb had been living in the detached cottage in the rear of the property for about 5 years. She lived alone and had been working as a nanny. Cops say the last time her father spoke to her was Tuesday night around 8 o'clock. Her parents had invited her out for dinner. She declined, and the following day her father went to check on her. Employees at the deli across the street say she was a pleasant woman. Nothing about her, they say, would indicate she would ever find herself in this type of situation.
She was a nice person. She had no issues with anybody. There were no, there were no issues whatsoever. This is quite a surprise. Last night when they called me up and told me that the cops were taping the deli closed, it's not usual, and I've been in this town for a very long time.
Homicide detectives are leading this investigation. Anyone's information is being asked to call Nassau County Police. Reporting live in Mineola, Stefan Kim, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Stefan, thank you. Well, newly released dash cam video shows a New Jersey state trooper allegedly drunk on duty after rear-ending another car. The fender bender happened at a rest area off the Gardstate Parkway in Wall Township last month. The video shows the responding trooper approach his fellow trooper, Michael Roadside, who provides a bizarre explanation for what happened. Roadside's blood alcohol level was twice the legal limit. He was suspended without pay and is now charged with drunk driving.
Big in the side, the terror attacks in Paris, the so-called mastermind of last week's coordinated assaults, now confirmed dead. French authorities using DNA to confirm that Abdelhamid Aboud was killed on Wednesday during that police siege in the Paris suburb of Saint-Denis, one of 600 raids by French police this week. Authorities now believe Aboud is linked to up to 6 terror plots thwarted since the spring. Also getting a first look at the female terror suspect who blew herself up during yesterday's raid. She's been identified as Aboud's cousin. Meanwhile, a unanimous vote today from French lawmakers to extend a nationwide state of emergency for the next 3 months. And French President Hollande giving the order to ramp up airstrikes on ISIS targets in Syria and in Iraq. Meanwhile, surveillance video showing the moment one of the ISIS terrorists opened fire on customers at a Parisian cafe. You can see the gunman outside the cafe firing inside, patrons scrambling for their lives. At one point, gunman tries to shoot 2 customers who were cowering on the ground when his gun appears to jam. Amazingly, no one was killed at this site. And in Belgium, security tonight extremely tight. 9 people are being questioned right now in connection with the attacks in Paris. They were rounded up today during a series of raids. Meanwhile, Hillary Clinton using the Paris attacks today as a launching pad for her proposal to try to fight ISIS, an effort she helped to start as Secretary of State. More bombing and more Arab nations putting troops on the ground. Those are the headlines, but is it enough? Political reporter Dave Evans in the newsroom with more. David?
Well, Bill, the critics are already saying this is more of Obama's policy in fighting ISIS, but Hillary Clinton today did offer a more aggressive approach. She is well aware that terrorism, national security has become the #1 issue in this campaign, and she made the speech in New York City today because of our experience, she says, from 9/11. In a major address today, Hillary Clinton outlined a new strategy in fighting ISIS. She called for much more extensive airstrikes and said America should lead this fight. But Clinton refuted the idea that to win, we need American troops on the ground.
Like President Obama, I do not believe that we should again have 100,000 American troops in combat in the Middle East. That is just not the
accepting more Syrian refugees. Their opposition stems from the revelation that one of the Paris attackers apparently sneaked into Europe posing as a refugee from Syria.
Turning away orphans, applying a religious test, discriminating against Muslims, slamming the door on every Syrian refugee. That is just not who we are. We are better than that.
Earlier in the day, Clinton was on Kelly and Michael, where she ripped Republican frontrunner Donald Trump as a TV reality star.
And he just gets the biggest kick, it appears, in saying really outrageous things. And, some of it is, a little bit humorous, and a lot of it's hurtful. And, I think sometimes he verges on bullying.
Bernie Sanders today also weighed in on ISIS, but his speech at Georgetown was mostly about a defense of democratic socialism.
It builds on what Martin Luther King Jr. said in 1968 when he stated, and I quote, "This country has socialism for the rich and rugged individualism for the poor."
Well, one of the main areas where Clinton disagrees with Obama on ISIS is dealing with Syria's president. She too wants involved and said the focus first has got to be on defeating ISIS in Syria and Iraq. Listen up.
David, thank you. Meanwhile, when it comes to protecting New York, Mayor de Blasio and Police Commissioner Bratton stressed that there are no specific threats against the city, and it is important for New Yorkers to go about their daily routines. They are telling the public still to be vigilant, especially in places like Times Square, stadiums, and in restaurants throughout the city. And they say if an attack happens, that the NYPD will be ready.
In Paris, where there were 5 separate sites, we planned for the ability to handle 24 sites simultaneously. We don't predict it. God forbid that day comes, but the point is the city of New York is ready.
Again, officials say that it is important for people to not allow fear of an attack disrupt their daily lives.
A political setback tonight for President Obama. The House voting to approve a bill requiring the FBI to conduct background checks on people coming here from Syria and Iraq. More than a 2/3 majority approved the measure, and that's enough votes to override a promised presidential veto. New York's U.S. Senator Charles Schumer says if Congress really wants to keep Americans safe, it'll remove gaps in existing programs.
Visa waiver program has many, many more people going through it. It takes virtually no time. There's much less vetting. We need to really tighten up that program.
Charles says a loophole that allowed more than 2,000 people on a terror watch list to buy guns or explosives must also be closed. And we're going to keep updated on the terror manhunt on our air and on our website, ABC7NY, as well as on our social media pages. And coming up on Eyewitness News at 6. Afterwards, David Muir anchors World News Tonight from Paris at 6:30.
Well, following some breaking news right now, there's been a hit-and-run accident in the Bronx. A woman has been critically injured. Officers are now items after being hit in military base and the search for this driver. Josh.
Well, as police are still trying to get to the bottom of whether there were 1 or 2 drivers involved in this case. One of them did stay here on the scene. We'll show you there. This is Westchester Avenue, right under the L. That cone is where the victim wound up after she was hit by 1 and possibly 2 cars there, right in the middle of the street, not in a crosswalk and under the elevated subway. Let's show you one of these cars right now. This white minivan, this work truck, with damage to the front left corner. That driver did stay. Investigators are looking into the possibility that a second driver also hit the victim, but did in fact flee the scene. It is a woman who was critically injured, as you said. She is at Jacoby Hospital where she's being treated. Police right now canvassing for clues. This is a very, very fresh investigation, and when we get more information, of course, we'll bring it to you on ABC7NY and on Eyewitness News at 11. For now, we are on the Pelham Bay section of the Bronx. Josh Iger, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
All right, keep us posted, Josh. Thank you. As we continue with Eyewitness News at 6 for this Thursday night, a group of new immigrants getting a taste of Thanksgiving in a place many immigrants of the past have gone through, the historic Ellis Island, the port of entry for millions of Americans once upon a time.
See this?
Restrict people for immigrating or seeking refuge here. Tonight, a celebration of immigrants.
New Americans honored today at Ellis Island, the portal where 12 million people once entered the U.S. At one point, 40% of us could trace our families through Ellis Island.
Donna Miles posting her view of the lunch on Facebook today. Folks from more than a dozen countries were there.
It's a Thursday. It's November. And it's Thanksgiving dinner on Ellis Island.
It was incredible for it to be the first time and for it to have been so special to have had a Thanksgiving dinner. I mean, it's been really amazing.
This was the table that was set for immigrants more than 100 years ago, waiting to become U.S. citizens. Those feasting today just became citizens. Oriana Sanchez is from Colombia.
It's definitely clear now to see those parallels of how people want to come here now, just as they wanted to come here then.
To be able to be on these hallowed grounds to celebrate such an amazing holiday with these new citizens, I get to celebrate Thanksgiving through their eyes. The early Thanksgiving feast, hosted by the National Ethnic Coalition of Organizations.
I'm really, honored to have this amazing feast. And when I walked in, and they prepared this beautiful table.
And for some of these immigrants, this Thanksgiving dinner takes on a whole new meaning, especially with the new debate over Syrian refugees coming to the U.S.
I wish that people would realize that they are running away from the very same people that we are running away from.
Like the Syrian refugees, Daniela Skolchik also ran away from war, from Bosnia to Serbia, then to the U.S.
When I see those people, I definitely feel the pain because I've been through that, and I've been through twice.
But for these immigrants who boarded the ferry, gazed at the Statue of Liberty, and set foot on Ellis Island for the very first time, one chance to become an American is all anyone who seeks it really needs.
I believe that they should have the same opportunity I did.
On Ellis Island, Darla Miles, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
What a great first event.
Phenomenal idea. It's really beautiful. And something on Lee, which was much more of the heavy rain that is out of our way, and here now, it's getting heavier instead. And his full AccuWeather weekend forecast, there we go, is also coming up. We'll bring back.
World News Tonight minutes away for your breaking news tonight. Now, 3 separate ISIS messages threatening the U.S., Washington, D.C., New York's Times Square, the White House. Tonight, the FBI promoting honesty. ABC7, the New York Tri-State Ford dealers, thank you for helping protect our children.
It's just ugly out there tonight.
Yeah, not torrential rain, but steady rain and a good soaking at Port Hagen, obviously, for the evening commute. Trying to take a bite out of that rainfall deficit we have for November, which is about 1.5 inches, where we have about a quarter inch so far. So outside right now, all of the buildings lower Manhattan on a level playing field, because we have a 700-foot ceiling right here. You can see the Brooklyn Bridge and things are moving quite slow. 61 degrees, southeasterly wind is gusty, and the high today is 63. It has been rather balmy. 10 degrees above average. Rainfall amounts approaching 0.2 of an inch in Central Park. There are your sunrise and sunset times. All right, so as we go through the evening hours, we're looking at this gusty winds coming out of the southeast. We see some gusts at JFK at about 29 miles an hour. You see inland not as much, more like 10 to 15 mile per hour winds. So a planner as we go through the evening. I think the heaviest is really over the next few hours. Now, it's going to be later east of New York City. And then at midnight, really, we're starting to see things wind down from the city west. Rain continues heavy at times over Connecticut and Long Island. And then by morning, this good news is has minimal impact on the morning commute because the sun is already coming out. The clouds are breaking. We do have a pretty gusty wind out of the northwest. It's actually a pretty decent day. There is a heavy downpour right over Brooklyn right now. Just came in from Seagate, and that's going toward Howard Beach, Glendale, Jamaica, Queens. Now we're going to Nassau County. It's a little lighter over Midtown Manhattan right now, but surrounding areas through parts of central and western New Jersey, very heavy rain. Blairstown, New Jersey, heading toward Morristown and Randolph, and back down toward Flemington and Hunterdon County. Off to the north and east, moderate rainfall now over Fairfield County, Connecticut. Lighter north of I-84, but getting steady, and it's moderate rain over Westchester, Rockland, and parts of Orange County. Long Island, I mean, you've really been spared over parts of Suffolk County. Just seeing some of your first steadier raindrops, and it's moderate rain, at least light to moderate over Nassau County. So what's happening here is a cold front is really activating these showers and making it heavier. So even though it looks like it's moving very fast and can be out of here in a couple of hours, this is going to be the heaviest batch over the next few hours, and I think the back edge may actually expand a little bit to just extend the rain for at least another few hours in New York City, and then after that, it could even continue after midnight east of New York City. So watch this timing. Really blossoms the next couple of hours, heaviest rain, but maybe by 9:30 or 10 o'clock, it's east of New York City, at least the heaviest rain. It can still be raining across the area, but the heaviest will be focused over the Hudson Valley, Connecticut, Long Island, maybe just leaving the Jersey Shore. Now, once we approach midnight and during our 11 o'clock news, we'll see some of the heavier rain again east of New York City, and there still will be one heavy batch after midnight that will prolong the rain over the east end even to the wee hours of the morning. But the good news is we're drying up by the morning commute, and it's breezy and brighter as we go through the day tomorrow. So rain, heavy at times, a gusty wind, and then we'll clear out late tonight, approaching an inch of rain in some spots, as little as a half inch, maybe north and east of New York City, 1.5 inches. Mostly sunny, breezy, and cooler tomorrow. It's a cold but quiet night tomorrow night. You'll like the 7-day, mix of sun and clouds on Saturday. Sunday might just have some early showers, then some clearing. It is blustery and cold. Monday's your coldest day, and then amazing weather as we approach Getaway Wednesday and also Thanksgiving. Both days look dry, 50s, not too windy, just like that. Just have to go through this one hurdle. We get delays at the airport's going to be nice. I can't guarantee that. Rob's up next with sports. Way to go. Final baseball awards, they say the best for last. Today, MVP Day. We'll check that out. We'll also hear from the Jets GM as he gets ready to take his new team out west to play his old team. We'll look ahead at Jets, Texans. Plus, getting ready for the holidays and helping others do the same. We'll take a look when Eyewitness News at 6 continues.
All right, Rockets. 5, 6. We're back. We work together on that. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Stop. And 1, 2, 1. Stop there. Back to the top. Again. 2, 3. Reset. Here we go. I bet we can do it even better. And 5, 6, 7, and.
It took the Rockets years to master the quick line. But only a few moves to master paying bills on Chase.com. Technology designed for you, so you can easily master the way you pay.
The world's most popular musical welcomes one of its greatest stars to Broadway. Alfie Boe, the legendary star of the 25th anniversary concert, joins Les Miserables. See Alfie Boe on Broadway for a short time only. Les Miserables. Get your tickets today. wanted the sofa to watch football.
That perfect piece of furniture is on sale now. Braemar Finance has amazing deals. Great financing available with 0% APR for 48 months. Sale prices on every style. And the largest selection of mattresses at the guaranteed lowest prices. Don't miss out. Sales on them now.
Indifference to the health of others. It really doesn't get any worse.
He was an electrician, and he was a strong man.
Whites in Luxembourg was founded with a singular purpose, representing workers exposed to asbestos.
When my husband was diagnosed, his doctor recommended Weiss in Luxembourg.
Fighting for over 35,000 families, Whites in Luxembourg has won billions of dollars in asbestos awards.
Weiss in Luxembourg helped me be independent.
Whites in Luxembourg, delivering on the promise.
Today's sports report is sponsored by Hyundai. Fall is your chance to get a touchdown dance-worthy deal on the 2016 Hyundai Elantra.
This Thanksgiving, you will skip the turkey dinner and instead shop for a new Hyundai Sonata, which offers all the latest technologies like integrated Bluetooth, smart cruise control, and a rear-view camera.
Hurry into the Hyundai Thanksgiving Feast sales event for incredible deals, like the Sonata for only $129 a month for 36 months, or up to $3,000 cash back in total savings.
Eat salad, buy a Sonata.
The good news is, at least there's not a chicken dinner that goes with each of the awards.
Oh, yes, exactly. We have a long couple of weeks. A big week for baseball awards. We get two more big ones this afternoon. The biggest, in fact, the most valuable player award in each league. We'll get the AL winner in a bit. The NL winner was just named. Bryce Harper from the Nationals, unanimous. The guy put up huge numbers, including 42 home runs. He turns 23, and turned 23 a month ago. Have to go back a long way to find more than a handful of guys that young who can do what Harper does. He's brash, he can be tough, yeah, but he's a good one, and he figures to be a good one for a while. Jets in Houston Sunday, big game with the Texans, and Ryan Fitzpatrick, barring any huge setback, will be the starting quarterback for the Jets. He had surgery on that non-throwing hand on Friday. Sheldon Richardson, a game-time decision, though, with a hamstring. Jets are 5-4 after a 4-1 start. GM Mike McCagnon says he's happy with the team's progress, but the Jets are a work in progress. McCagnon's in his first year as GM. Remember, he came over from the Texans, the team the Jets play Sunday.
Spent 15 years there. So it's going to be very nice to go back and see a lot of people I worked with, along with all the people from the area that I was friends with. I think we've improved in a lot of areas. I think I feel good where we are.
Likes his coffee. Big basketball game around these parts tonight. Rutgers at St. John's. Both teams have gotten off to 2-0 starts, haven't played each other in a couple of years. The Red Storm 11-4 against the Scarlet Knights in home games. Plenty of local eyes on this big college game tonight.
Each and every, program is at different stages, so we understand where we are. We're realistic about that, and then we carve out our game plan to build it.
Both the Islanders and the Devils have this night off. They get back at it tomorrow. Rangers at Tampa tonight, trying to tie a club record with a 10th straight victory. Trying to tie a club record. They haven't done that in 43 years. Of course, a win would make Ranger fans happy for another reason, too. The Lightning bounced the Rangers from those Stanley Cup playoffs last year. In the East Finals, they were so close. Tampa Bay's banged up, could be without 5 regulars. The Rangers go for that win tonight. 1 week to go till Thanksgiving. Everybody's getting in that holiday mood, and that includes local teams at Yankee Stadium today. The Yanks hosted a Thanksgiving food voucher giveaway. About 2,500 vouchers handed out to local families, help them get ready for the big meal. Neighbors helping neighbors today in the Bronx. The Mets in a giving mood today as well. They teamed up with the Speaker of the New York City Council, Melissa Bartnigarino. 500 turkeys handed out. Another 25 families will receive dinner with all the trimmings, and Mr. Met made sure some families had tickets to Mets game next season, too. Plenty of reasons right now to give thanks. Mets season opener, by the way, at Kansas City moved to Sunday night, April 3rd. They won't play April 4th. The second game now, Tuesday the 5th. Tyler from us, NBA last night. Raptors, Jazz, Utah's Trey Burke all the way the other way. The ball goes up, but it does not come down. Got stuck. No problem here. Get a broom and an assist. I said you count the basket, right?
No.
Yeah.
The broom gets the assist, if anything. If he's out of bounds, it's,
That was a fun moment.
it was creative on your part to try to make that in.
Why if you
You're so generous.
Coming up tonight at 11 o'clock on Eyewitness News, preparing for the Thanksgiving travel season amid heightened security. We're going to tell you what airline passengers are being told to do this year. Plus, the warning about what to expect at the airport. Also, a $45,000 Thanksgiving dinner. New restaurant is now offering it. Comes with something special. Wonderful. Coming up tonight at 11 o'clock. That's it for us for now. I know that means Liz is going to cook the dinner. That's what it's going to be.
I stuff a mean turkey. Or not. World News tonight with David Muir anchoring for Paris is coming up. Next, I'm going to do the Trends time 11 o'clock with much more on that extravagant Thanksgiving dinner.
Okay, tonight, breaking news now. 3 separate threats to America from ISIS. Washington, D.C., the White House, even New York's Times Square, pictured in the background. And tonight, here's the rare move late today. The FBI, the Attorney General, the NYPD, all responding. And the 3 people with suspected terrorist ties who flew into the U.S. Where did they land? And are U.S. authorities tracking them? Also tonight, our interview, inside the moment of terror. The gunman opening fire on a cafe, people diving for cover, some running to the basement, others frozen on the floor. Tonight, you will hear what it's like, have to decide what to do in that moment. Tonight, authorities say the ringleader of the Paris attacks was in fact killed by SWAT teams. And now, the woman who blew herself up. We know who she was and what she said right before she detonated the bomb. And the refugee backlash back home. The new war of words tonight, and the presidential candidate who compared some refugees to rabid dogs.
From ABC News, this is a special edition of World News Tonight with David Muir. Reporting tonight from Paris.
Good evening from Paris tonight, and we begin with a new threat, the new message from ISIS aimed at the United States. 3 messages now in a matter of days. The newest one promising an attack on the White House. ISIS fighters saying, quote, the White House will turn black with our fire. It comes after the threat against New York, the video showing images of Times Square in the background. And the 3rd message right after the Paris attacks, praising the attacks here and threatening Washington, D.C. would be next. And late today, a meeting, the FBI, the Attorney General, and our reporter was in the room. The NYPD also responding tonight. So how prepared is the U.S. to protect against any potential plots back home? ABC's Tom Yamas leading us off tonight.
Tonight, the ISIS threat here at home taking an alarming turn. 3 separate terrorist videos threatening the U.S. in as many days. The newest promising to turn the White House black with fire. The FBI and Attorney General speaking out today in a rare joint appearance.
We are operating around the clock to uncover and disrupt any plot.
The concern? A Paris copycat attack here in the U.S. The feds now monitoring dozens of high-risk radicals consuming ISIS propaganda. ISIS also warning of an impending attack in New York City in this video, showing a suicide bomber gearing up for jihad as shots of Times Square and Herald Square flash on screen. The NYPD claiming the video of landmarks is old and there's no specific plot.
No city in America that is better prepared to defend and protect against a terrorist attack.
Patrols already stepped up in the wake of the Paris attacks. The NYPD says they have 1,500 counterterrorism officers.
Mayor, what would you tell Americans who heard about this ISIS video showing Times Square and are now scared to come to New York City?
Don't let the terrorists win. Don't be intimidated by terrorists who are trying to change our way of life.
Right now, there are terror investigations in all 50 states, more than 900 total. It's a daunting task for law enforcement. When they do find a borderline suspect, federal officials tell ABC News round-the-clock surveillance on that suspect takes at least 30 agents. All of this while ISIS pumps out 90,000 social media messages a day. The FBI is saying now is not a time to fear, but to be vigilant.
And David, to reiterate the point that there's no specific plot against New York City, sources tell ABC News that as of yet, the NYPD has not changed their security plans for the Thanksgiving Day parade or the New Year's Eve celebration here in Times Square. David? Tom Yamas leading us off from New York tonight. Tom, thank you. I want to bring in ABC senior justice correspondent Pierre Thomas now, who spoke with the FBI director late this afternoon. And as we just heard, Pierre, dozens of people with suspected terror ties believed to be in the U.S. right now. What did the FBI director tell you? Do U.S. authorities know where they are?
Yes, David, they know who they are and where they are. The FBI director told me the Bureau has identified suspected ISIS supporters here in the U.S. who are thought to be at high risk for copycat attacks mimicking what took place in France. He said the suspects radicalized through social media are being covered like a blanket right now. David?
Pierre Thomas in the room with the FBI director today. Pierre, thank you. Meanwhile, tonight, right here in Paris, we have two major developments for you. New images of that massive raid. SWAT teams moving in, screaming to residents, go back inside. We have now learned the mastermind was in fact killed in that raid, and tonight, the identity as well of the female suicide bomber, and what she yelled to SWAT teams before she set off that vest. Also here, our first interview with someone inside this cafe, that video from the Daily Mail. 40 seconds of terror. How do you decide whether to run or stay frozen on the floor? And when you see this tonight, it is extraordinary to think everyone survived in this one cafe. Tonight, a closer look at the most revealing images yet of the horrifying moments as the terror attacks are about to be unleashed. Diners at the tables, waiters behind the bar. Just after 9:30 p.m., suddenly bullets from an attacker's assault rifle sprayed a Casa Nostra cafe. This video obtained by the Daily Mail. One waiter racing downstairs there to the basement. In that split-second moment, when they have to decide what to do, stay, run, where to go. Another person running up the stairs. This woman in the coat running into the restaurant, another man right behind her. The woman runs behind the bar, cradling her wrist. She'd been hit outside. A waitress protectively covering the woman's head. That waitress peeking out, then coming back, seeing the gunman still outside. She inches back, the two women holding one another. Moments later, the waitress takes another look. They decide to make a run for it, joining others in the basement. Another camera shows diners diving under tables as it all unfolds, racing to hide themselves, as the gunman, circled in red there, walks slowly just outside the windows. You see him shooting from his hip, more than 30 bullets fired. He then disappears from sight for a moment, then reemerges, spotting a diner crouching in fear under her table outside. He moves in to shoot, pointing the assault rifle down at point-blank range. But something happens. His gun appears to jam. He races to that black car on the street. And then you can see the moment they realize that everyone in this restaurant would survive. First, one woman rises and runs, then another. All playing out in less than 40 seconds. A man comes inside, and it appears he tells everyone the shooter has left. It's okay. And tonight, we hear for the first time from the man who was seen running up those stairs, saying the gunman was just 6 feet away from him when he opened fire. The memory still raw.
It was full of bullets, full of glass, and of course full of despair. And I know that 5 days seems for some people a lot, but for us it's like yesterday, it's like a few hours ago.
In the video, you can actually see the bar here that workers were on the floor hiding behind. Some of them then ran down into the basement to survive this whole thing. And if you come around to the front of the restaurant, the cafe, you can actually see that the front door, the window there, just completely riddled with bullets. A memorial is now growing out front, and in front of this chair, a simple question: why? And this young father who strolls past this restaurant almost daily with his 5-month-old baby, watching the video with us. And when you see him in that window, it's scary. It's like,
one of words for it actually, because it could have been saw a woman basically getting in, fleeing, and there was another one who just died, probably at the right moment. It could have been me, we just had to go there. So it's unbelievable.
And this evening, a clearer portrait of the SWAT team takedown, the 7-hour raid. This new video emerging as they close in on that 3rd-floor apartment, out to catch the mastermind. Authorities yelling to neighbors to go back into their homes. Red laser scopes trained on the apartment. And then the explosion. The suicide vest detonated. Authorities now say the man who coordinated and planned the multiple terror attacks in Paris is dead. A French prosecutor saying Abdelhamid Aboud was identified using his fingerprints because his body was found, quote, riddled with impacts, gunshots, and grenades used as they stormed through that reinforced door. Authorities now know that Aboud from Belgium was able to go to Syria, recruit for ISIS, plan with ISIS, and come back to Europe, to Paris, to stage this major attack. French authorities say it was clear from the raid they have the weaponry, the planning, and the will to carry out more attacks. Cell phone conversations and witness accounts had placed Abood in this neighborhood. But when SWAT teams arrived, they would find someone else, the woman who would blow herself up. Tonight, ABC News now confirming the woman was Abood's cousin, Hasnae Bulhassan, who shouted to the SWAT teams before detonating that suicide vest. And tonight we're learning what she said to that SWAT team, the young woman, the cousin of the ringleader. This evening, the audio and police asking her, "Where is your boyfriend?" She responds, "He's not my boyfriend," and moments later, a loud explosion. ABC's back up and also here in Paris tonight.
That blast spitting flame and debris from the fourth story. French authorities say detonating that bomb, 26-year-old Hasna Ait Boulhassan, who became Europe's first female suicide bomber. She'd holed up there on the fourth floor with her cousin, the man French authorities call the mastermind behind Friday's attacks. That's her in a niqab. Tonight, police raiding her mother's home in this gritty suburb north of Paris. That's her mother and brother bundled into a cruiser. But yesterday, moments before that blast, in this audio obtained by ABC News, you can hear SWAT teams screaming at a woman to get her hands in the air. Moments later, Ait Boulhassan would detonate that suicide vest. Acquaintances in this gritty working-class neighborhood, David, told us that before she became radicalized, she would wear tight Western clothing, was not at all devout, and had even earned the nickname cowboy hat for the type of hat she liked to wear. David?
Matt Duckman here in Paris tonight, Matt Banks. Tonight, French authorities with an admission they had no idea the mastermind was even here in Europe. The same fear back in the U.S. that someone can go, leave, they go to Syria, come back with no problem with their passport. That suspected ringleader traveling between Syria and Europe virtually undetected. And tonight, that concern at home reports at least 3 people with suspected terror ties recently flew to America. So where did they land? Where did they go? And do U.S. authorities know where they are tonight? ABC's chief investigative correspondent, Brian Ross now.
He was arrogant and cruel. In one of the many ISIS propaganda videos in which he is featured, a grinning 27-year-old Abdelhamid Abaoud boasted of how much fun it was to drag prisoners behind his pickup truck instead of jet skis or motorcycles. His ugly bravado made Abaoud well known to U.S. and European intelligence agencies on terror watch lists everywhere. Yet authorities now concede they did not know that Abaoud was able to travel undetected over the last year in and out of Syria all across Europe to set in motion at least 4 different plots. Until 3 days ago, they thought he was still in Syria. And at least 6 others in his hand-picked Paris attack team also reportedly traveled to Syria and back undetected.
When they cross at those border points, EU passport holders are not always checked very carefully.
Today, the Belgian Prime Minister proposed ankle bracelets for all suspected terrorists. And France said it would increase security at its basically non-existent borders.
Those are just lines in the ground that people can drive, walk, or take a train across.
U.S. officials say coming to America undetected would be much more difficult. Still, a confidential FBI bulletin obtained by ABC News reports that 3 men with suspected terror ties came into the U.S. from France in just the last 90 days, landing in Los Angeles, Atlanta, and New York. Tonight, the FBI says all 3 men are known to them and pose no current threat, David.
Brian Ross with us again tonight from New York. Brian, thank you. We now turn here to the massive air power. French President Hollande giving his defense council an order for, quote, intensification of airstrikes on ISIS targets in Syria and Iraq. Meanwhile, tonight, U.S. Defense Secretary Ash Carter revealing the U.S. is prepared to change the rules of engagement, adding, quote, we have to defeat ISIS, we will defeat ISIS. So does this mean a change in strategy for U.S. airstrikes is coming? Will we see more firepower? ABC's chief global affairs correspondent Martha Raddatz in Iraq tonight, taking us not far from where ISIS is.
The more than 8,000 U.S.-led airstrikes launched in Syria and Iraq have been under those strict rules of engagement. But what would possibly loosening those rules mean? Tonight, in a location here in Iraq we were asked not to reveal, We had a rare meeting with American military personnel coordinating those strikes. The aim is for zero collateral damage, meaning civilians or friendly forces. But in the past week, the U.S. has stepped up attacks on ISIS's oil infrastructure, a vital source of revenue, with the goal of shutting it down completely. We also traveled to Kirkuk today, where ISIS has been pushed back in some spots. Just over there, that berm is the first line of defense, because just beyond that, all of those are ISIS-controlled villages. The Kurdish forces say they need more weapons. This is one of the terrible ironies of this war. All of these bullet-riddled Humvees are American Humvees, given to Iraqi security forces when we left, then stolen by ISIS. Kurdish forces have managed to get some of them back. And it's not just more American firepower the Kurds want. The Kurdish forces also said they would welcome more American troops. The defense secretary said the Pentagon is prepared for that possibility, but he's not talking about combat troops, David.
Martha Radis reporting in from Iraq tonight. Martha, thank you. Up next on World News Tonight from Paris, the refugee backlash back in America. The new war of words tonight, the presidential candidate who seems to compare some refugees to rabid dogs. And a growing list of governors tonight who say you can't come here. We want to know what you think right after the break. Also looking at the helicopter accident, the chopper spinning out of control on the runway. And a symbol of French resilience and pride, the celebration that has people all across France raising a glass tonight.
I've always been protective of my little sister.
No, hardly. But when she got cancer, she was a strong one.
I just did my homework.
She learned while she needed chemo.
It could weaken my immune system.
But then you found out about Neulasta.
Neulasta helps reduce infection risk by boosting your white blood cell count, which strengthens your immune system. In a key study, Neulasta reduced the risk of infection from 17% to 1%, a 94% increase. Neulasta is for certain cancer patients receiving strong chemotherapy. Rupture explains sometimes fatal, as well as serious lung problems and allergic reactions that occur. Report abdominal or shoulder tip pain, trouble breathing, or allergic reactions to your doctor right away. In patients with sickle cell disorders, serious, sometimes fatal crises can occur. The most common side effect is bone and muscle ache.
Ellie's strong. She still needs help. Yeah, I do.
Ask your doctor about Neulasta.
Want to be in a house that all the neighbors stop by to admire? Then stop by Ace. We'll help you find the right lights, cords, and decorations to make your house shine. Come in now and choose from a variety of long-lasting, energy-saving LED lights for just $15.99 each.
Researchers discovered a protein that supports a healthier brain, now available in the supplement Prevagen. Prevagen has been clinically shown to improve memory. It's safe and effective for support of a healthier brain, a sharper mind, and clearer thinking. Try Prevagen today.
Well, DirecTV beat us in customer satisfaction again for the 15th year in a row. But we have a plan.
When all the customers are on hold, let's up their satisfaction with some new hold music.
talks in the chat room? Nobody talks in the chat room. Nobody talks in the chat room. I have no idea. I don't know if you guys could hear me. I'm on the laptop. I don't know if you can hear me. Wolfgang Production. Wolfgang Productions. Yeah, so my last video on YouTube got fucking muted because I played the song What If God Was One of Us by Joan Osborne. So you need a VPN to see it. It's called America's Funniest Videos. If you want to see it, you could try to use a VPN. I'm going to mute this one. Alright. So actually, we really technically have 13 viewers. Hi, Sesame Chicken, how are you? There's Wolfgang. Hi, Sesame. Hi, Dirty Jersey. It takes about 2 hours to get a conversation going. Hey now, I'm smoking the vape stick right now. The coconut. Put the lime in the coconut, then you feel better. Put the lime in the coconut. Oh. Put the lime in the coconut, then you feel better. Somebody's really tired. Yeah. Let's see. All right, let me see. I'm going to have to turn this one on if I want to see. I don't know how much battery life. Put the lime in the coconut and then you feel better. Put the lime in the coconut and you feel better. Alright, let's see. Let me try to turn this one on. Well, we got done looking at an hour's of video. The news. Yeah. I'm leaving for work in like 15 minutes, getting 2 hours overtime. All right, send it to me. All right, thank you. Send it to me, the overtime. All right. You. Okay. Maybe if I put that thing up here. I don't know. See how that angle is? Nah, no, you can't see my head. Oh, somebody, was it that bad that? Looks like somebody hates my guts. Somebody must have said something bad about me. Oh, how much? Yeah, looks good. Oh, I don't know, Sesame. I did get a picture of a haircut that I liked, but I cut my bangs myself today, and there is a haircut that I like. But why don't I see chat on this tablet? Maybe it was never cleared. Why can't I see chat on here? It makes no sense. Chatters list. Why can't I see chat on here? The main idea is to get chat so I could like answer questions. No. I don't know. It doesn't work. How's that new tank? Refresh the page. The new tank is very good. Alright. Traffic driver is correct. No, we're starting in 15 minutes. No, I don't want to start. Close. I don't want to restart my computer. Oh, fuck. Yeah, so I'm just hanging out in my house. That's all. Yeah, I got pictures of a hairstyle that I'm thinking of. I got it on one of my tablets. I had chicken salad on Italian bread, toasted. Yeah, the coconut tastes better, Sesame, today. Thank you. Here. Don't blow smoke. I like those bigger tanks better. Me too. But you know what? Sesame, still, this doesn't taste as good as it did in the store that we got it from. The coconut does not taste the same. You agree too? Yeah, the coconut doesn't taste as good as the one they sold in the freaking store we went to. I keep on trying, but it's not like when we, came home after we went to the vape store and I was smoking the coconut and it tasted so good. But no matter what I do, it's not like that anymore. I don't know why. Maybe we'll have to go to one of those vapor channels and ask them why. Although the vapor channels, they seem to, if I criticize the vapor shit, they're not going to like it at all. But something about the vape thing, why can't they make coconut cigarettes? At least let me, if I'm going to smoke, let me smoke coconut. I really can't get the taste of this coconut. Maybe we got a bad order. I don't know. It tastes like, it tastes really mild. It doesn't really have that coconut taste. Let me try it again. It tastes like it's watered down. It does not taste like it's coconut. I gotta be honest because I'm honest with food and everything like that. And I'm glad that you agree with me too. But I know what you mean. It's not really coconut. It has kind of like a vanilla to me. Maybe Sesame, if you get a chance, maybe you could send an email and send them my email information and all that. Because I think that we got ripped off. I think. Hi Veronica, how are you? Yeah, I'll do that. I agree. It doesn't taste good. The coconut does not taste good. It sucks. Actually, it really sucks. You know, I didn't want to say, well, I didn't want to say, I don't want to complain, but it really sucks. I think this whole vapor shit sucks. Actually, I think the whole vapor shit sucks. Laugh out loud. Oh, fuck you! Fuck you, Sesame Chicken! No wonder you sent me the fucking... And by the way, it wasn't even half fucking full. It was less than fucking half full. How ghetto can you be? Real ghetto. Just kidding. Oh, I wasn't. Look, I take it, look. Doesn't taste like coconut at all. I didn't know if it was my taste buds or what, but I do not taste any fucking coconut in there. And I'm gonna call the company up myself, and I'm gonna complain because I thought it was just me. It sucks. The coconut juice fucking sucks. What does it taste like? It tastes like coconut that's almost coconut, but it's not coconut. All right. Got no taste at all. It sucks. Completely sucks. What? Come on into the kitchen. There you go. Right. Kitchen, let's see. Let me get my iPad and see if I can find that thing. Hold on. City. It's pouring in New York City. All right, let me see if I can find that picture. Here. A lot of toys. All right, Sesame. I'll talk to you later. I got a lot of toys. Veronica, you're walking on fucking thin ice. Do you know that? You're walking on thin ice. All right. Gadgets. What gadgets do I have, Veronica? What fucking gadgets? What fucking gadgets are you bitching about now? These were all gifts. The difference with gifts. Alright, so now what are, oh, now what the hell is this? Anyway, Thanksgiving is approaching. Thanksgiving is approaching, and I have no Thanksgiving Day plans. Anybody interested in spending Thanksgiving with me? I'm not gonna cook though. You know, I've been invited out. You know, I might go out with my brother. But the thing is, all my life, Thanksgiving was smelling a turkey cooking in the oven. Looking at March of the Wooden Soldiers, also known AKA as Babes in Toyland. You know, smelling the turkey cooking, basting it, making the food, having people over, and all that. Going to a restaurant I have never done on Thanksgiving. And of course, listening to that song, Alice. I don't know, I would never dream of playing it though. The iPad, the brand new core that runs on batteries, and the new green turtle. Yes, I have all of those. So this is a different angle that you see the kitchen at. Does everybody like to see different angles? I do. I mean, I think I would like it. If I was a viewer, I would like to see different angles. But, that's my opinion. What's this? No, restarting in 3 minutes. Oh God, all right, that's okay. All right, let it restart. Let this one restart. Okay. Let's get a different angle. The battery dies. Low. They left? Oh, they're both jackasses. Who gives a shit? They're both jackasses. We don't give a fucking shit. Yeah, they're both jackasses. In fact, let's, I want to unmod those fuckers. Let's start with Veronica. She's going to be unmodded. And then that guy, Joe, he's going to be unmodded. Gotta find him. Trying to find him. Where the fuck is... There he is. And he's getting unmodded right now. Unmod. Alright, so they're unmodded, those people. They're all unmodded. Well, should have stayed for the show. I have hardly any viewers as it is, so he should have stayed for the show. So, I don't feel sorry for him. Anyway, so this coconut shit sucks. You know, I plan on calling the company up. It sucks. This whole vapor shit, to all the vapor people, this fucking thing. I'll tell you, the vapor thing really does suck. Alright, let me see. Let me give coconut another try. You know what? You know, I gotta make a public announcement. And I'm gonna see if you guys could see it. All right, I'm gonna do a test here. All right. Now, everybody, pay attention. Everybody, pay attention. Okay. Now, I want to do a test. All right. Now, when I blow, everybody, paying attention. All right. Are you all paying attention? Everybody. Are you paying attention? Oh God, it's important though. It's no joke. All right. Are you paying attention to the thing I'm going to do right now, and you're going to be a witness to it? All right. Could you just tell me if you're paying attention? Okay. All right. Check. Keep your eye on the screen over here. Okay. Keep your eye on this. All right. Check this out. If I have a regular cigarette, this doesn't happen, and I'll demonstrate both. All right, this just happens with the vape. All right, ready? Get set, go. All right, wait, hold on a minute. Oh, God. Hold on a minute. Did you see the screen move? Did anybody see the screen move? Oh, God, now it's not. All right, let me try to do it naturally. All right, hold on a minute. Let me try to do it natural. All right. You can all see the screen. All right, hold on. All right, let's see if I could see it. All right, it's just a delay. What it is, all right, if I blow smoke, the screen will disappear. All right, this mouse is not working. Now I'm fucked. All right, now the mouse. I'm going to have to try to get batteries for that. Now what, I can't scroll down on here? Does this work? Now I can't see chat. Oh God, what did I do? I don't know why. No, I don't want clock. Hey. Yeah. I never, not what. Right. So then it has to be the vapor. Could you say that on speaker if I put you on speaker? All right. Okay, you're on.
Yeah, it's kind of like, for some reason when you blow this vaporizer smoke into the camera lens, the screen jumps, and then the mouse stops working. I noticed that happened when I was there too, so it's happening to her right now. It's a strange phenomenon, so I don't know what it is.
So,
try hit your Windows button now. Try hit the Windows button. See if that brings the mouse back up.
I don't have a Windows button.
It's in the bottom left. It's with the 4 squares on it, circle on it.
Oh, okay. Now just.
Now see if the mouse works.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Yes, I got the new chat thing, and I
Yeah. Oh wait, now, all right. Wait. The mouse is working, but I can't slide it over to the chat room. Okay. Let me see if I. Okay. All right. Okay, Sesame. Okay. Thank you. Bye. All right. So there was my witness. I'm not blowing smoke. I'm not bullshitting. The smoke in this vapor has affected my fucking computer. First off, it doesn't taste like coconut. I'm calling the company up and I'm going to complain. I want my money back. It doesn't taste like coconut. It sucks. It's no good. And I wonder what is in that smoke that we're smoking, because all right, let's see. I can't move my mouse. I can't move my mouse. I still can't move my fucking mouse. So I have no idea. All right, let me. Does anybody have any feedback on that? There's green. Yes. All right. But let's get to the technical thing of the whole thing. The technical thing of the vapor in here has affected my computer and my mouse. Just saying. So yeah, I'd like to see how those people would feel. I can't get down here at all. I can't move my screen. Okay, so that's that. All right, that's what's that one. So we will go to the bottom level. Okay. So that is that. I don't know why it's doing that. I have no idea. But the vapor has fucked up my computer. I can't do shit. I can't move the mouse. And so there has to be something to do with that vapor. As a cigarette smoker, I'm beginning to think that if you're going to smoke, you might as well just fucking smoke. Because it's not really, it's not, I don't know what that vapor is. It doesn't taste like coconut. When Sesame brought me to, when he brought me to the store and we bought it, it tasted like coconut. Then I ordered one with coconut nicotine, and it did taste like the coconut in the store. So then I had to order it. I thought it was the nicotine, and so then I ordered a plain coconut, and it still didn't work. So it doesn't taste like anything at all. Wow, what big people you are. You talk a lot. Unless I gotta scroll down. Oh yeah, scroll. Oh, what? Vapor is water-based. Not a good idea to blow onto elements. Just guessing. I don't know. I guess so. I don't know. So now I fucked up my computer. Alright. You guys. I'm trying to see. It doesn't work. Doesn't work. I don't know what happened, but it doesn't work. I don't know. I don't know how many viewers are on here now. My other tablet went out. The kitchen computer is not working. I have no idea. Vaughn doesn't set a button to let the caster know how many viewers they have. So, you know, it's fucked up. Oh, God, what a boring audience. I mean, this is like fucking... Oh, no. Boring. Alright. Just guessing. Alright. 28 viewers watching, and nobody's saying a goddamn fuck. Thank you, Traffic Dreamer. Alright. So I'm gonna try to fix this while I'm here. Can't get this to work. Can't get this. I don't know. Where is this connecting to? So, yeah, the vapor has, yeah. Reboot computer. Okay. Good idea. If I could, but I really can't reboot the computer if I can't move the mouse. And then I'll finish talking to everybody. Oh, and then I got a story to tell you about my phone. Too, I got. Reboot. What am I gonna do? Escape? Escape. How do I reboot if I can't? I can't. Reboot. Yeah, I'm trying to reboot the computer, but I can't close any of the tabs. The mouse is not working. All right, well, I'll do it the old-fashioned way, I guess. It's just